praying that the storm will pass over you and pray to grow through the storm. What you go through, you will grow through.
I'm talking to that football team. I'm talking to that baseball team, that basketball team. I'm talking to that fighter. I'm talking to that track star. I'm talking to that athlete. I'm talking to that student. I'm talking to the person who failed the exam over and over and over again. I'm talking to that individual who feels as though all hope is lost, who feels as though they gave it their all. If you are still alive, you've got something left. You still think failure is final. You're gonna learn to change the movie that is playing in your head. And the moment that you stop thinking that failure is final and you shift your perspective and you understand that failure is a lesson learned, it is at that very moment that you can break out of the prison of fear. Because this is what happens when we fail. When we fall, fear creeps in. Fear sedates us. Fear immobilizes us. Fear tells us that we're inflexible, we're incapable. Fear tells us that we're irresponsible. Fear tells us that we don't want it bad enough. Fear imprisons us. I'm getting out of this place. You can't hold me here any longer. Fear says if you get up now and you try it again, you'll fail again. So stay here with me. Fear is moody and resentful and lazy and self-condemning. And your future hinges on these two words. If you will listen, these two words can be your passport out of the prison of fear. If nobody has told you this, let me tell you now. I know you failed, but get up. I know it hurts, but get up. One of the things you are going to have to do is get the image of failure out of your head. Stop meditating on the mess up and see yourself walking in the mastery of this thing. If you want your future, get up now. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. I know you're bleeding, but get up. I know it hurt, but get up. I know you disappointed people that believed in you, but get up and try again, try again, try again. Right where you are, I want you to see it differently. And this time you understand where your weaknesses are. And this time you understand your vulnerabilities. I need you to see this thing. You gotta see this thing. Failure is not final. If you can see failure differently, then the whole game changes. Now the world is your classroom because now you're seeing failure differently. If you're gonna get up and try this thing again, 4 things you gotta know right now. Hear me loud and clear. Snap out of it. Snap out of it, snap out of it, snap out of it, snap out of it. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough. Stop telling yourself you don't have what it takes. Snap out of it, snap out of it. Stop telling yourself you will fail if you try again. Snap out of it. Get up and give it everything you have. A lot of us don't get up and try again because we keep playing the failure over again and again and again. And this is why you continue to fail, because that's all you see. And the moment that you change the motion picture in your head and you see something different, now you no longer see the mess, you no longer see the madness, you no longer see the trauma, you see the triumph, you see what is possible, you see that you have what it takes because you saw where you failed, and now you can see, okay, now failure positions us to be instructors for the future. You become a better thinker and a better problem solver. Failure spawns creativity, motivation, and tenacity. Show me somebody who has achieved greatness. And if you pull up their past, I promise you'll see some failures and some lessons learned. But what happened? Failure became their instructor. All of these lessons eventually build a level of confidence and self-esteem that you would have never had you not failed. Failure teaches us how to value and cherish wisdom and understanding. Failure teaches us how to reprioritize. Failure creates opportunity to come back. I don't want you to see failure as a disease. I want you to see it as a currency. I want you to know that there are lessons that you learn and you gain wisdom in the lesson. You gain a deeper understanding of the power of your future. There are things you will be able to buy in your future with the currency of failure, with the lesson that you learned. We look in this mirror and we see what's possible. We see possibility. And oftentimes we date possibility. We date destiny. We don't marry destiny. We date destiny. We date the idea, the theory of success, what I could be, what's possible. We conversate about things we want to accomplish, but then we get trapped back in the prison of fear. Fear of failure. A lot of you have fear of greatness. You are afraid of promotion. You are afraid of elevation. You are afraid to hit the stage. You are afraid of opportunity because you're thinking to yourself, if I get on this stage, if I get on this field, if I get on this court, if I get on this track, if I get in this room and you give me an opportunity and I drop the ball, I won't be able to ever live it down. But listen to me, it is a lesson learned. And it is a lesson that you would have never learned had you not given it a try. Give yourself a chance to win. Give yourself a chance to win. Be the person that said, I tried, I gave it all I had, I tried, and now I can reevaluate, and now I can deliberately investigate my emotional and mental state, and I can figure out what's wrong with me, what happened, why did I miss the ball, why did I miss the punch, why didn't I see this thing the way I could have, what can I do better? If we can change our perspective on failure, our lives will never be the same. You're gonna learn to change the movie that is playing in your head. A lot of us don't get up and try again because we keep playing the failure over again and again and again. And this is why you continue to fail, because that's all you see. The moment that you change the motion picture in your head and you see something different, now you no longer see the mess, you no longer see the madness, you no longer see the trauma, you see the triumph, you see what is possible, you see that you have what it takes because you saw where you failed, and now you can see, okay, now failure positions us to be instructors for the future. And see, when we get into the prison of fear, because we have fallen in an area, fear has friends. One of the chief friends of fear is doubt. And doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. There are people who have failed in their head before they even reach the field. And so I want to invite you to renounce the spirit of fear. Failure is the only opportunity to begin again. And if I'm talking to anybody that's hungry for the future, all you need is an opportunity to try again.
Failing doesn't make you a failure. It's something you did. It's not who you are.
How is it that we unlock our futures and let go of the trauma and let go of the heartache and the challenges and the mountains and the giants and every disappointment and every failure? How is it that we are able to walk away from the past? Number one, I'm acknowledging that I've got some challenges in my present and they derive from my past. I'm understanding the trauma effects on my brain and how it changed my behavior. It changed my perspective. I am aware that I am downtrodden and I am battered and broken and weary and tired, and I'm stuck in a place of autopilot where I don't even know what tomorrow looks like. I'm not even free enough to dream about the future because I am so broken from my past. I understand what happened to me and I cannot change it, but I can change how I feel about it. I can choose to forgive. I can choose to let go. I can choose to believe. I can choose to dream. This is a charge to you in this moment to let it go. You gotta let it go. This is more than an invitation to the future. This is a command to leave your past behind. Come on, this is your time to release. This is your time to release, to let it go. And the only way you're going to release is if you forgive them for the things that were done to you. The people who were present for a moment but then left you for dead. The people who bullied you, who hurt you, who caused you to go into a state of depression and anxiety and defeat, who opened up doors to insecurity. I need to acknowledge what happened to me. I need to acknowledge what they did, how they stepped and stomped on the hope that was in me, how they lied, how they let me down, how now I've got diminished expectations, but now I'm gonna release it. If I want to be free in my present and in my future, I gotta let it go. I want this thing off my back and out of my system, purged from my heart. I don't want to think about it anymore. I want the light and the brilliance and the fire of my future. I want the hope of a new beginning. I'm letting this thing go. If you want to be released, then release it now. The present is a gift, and the future is waiting. The question is, will you let go of your past? Stop wasting your precious present moments. When we meditate on the past, when we meditate on what is behind us, it takes up real estate in our present. And if we remain off kilter and fractured and beaten and broken in the present, then we have no future. You're gonna have to normalize not holding a grudge. You're gonna have to normalize not hating people that hurt you. You're going to have to normalize forgiveness. And for many of you listening to me, joy and peace and abundance and the fullness of life is so unknown, it is so uncharted that you are afraid to release. You are afraid to let go. Every moment wasted looking back keeps us from moving forward. But today is the day you decide. Today I let the past go. Today I'm moving on. If you want breakthrough, then this must be your moment of release. I need you to concentrate your mind on the power of the present and the brilliance of the future. There are far, far better things ahead than anything we have left behind. Everybody wants new, but don't want to become new. It's time to become new. It's your time. It's your turn to live a life of abundance in the fullness of joy and peace and fire and passion and resilience. This is your time to begin again. I choose to be free. In order for us to have a new beginning, there must be an ending. And we've got to be okay with entrances and exits. Many of you desire, long for a new beginning, to feel again, to cry tears of joy. The you before you were hurt, the you before you had to grow up too soon, the you before the loss, the you before they left you, the you before they abandoned you. Who were you before you were hurt? What if you could go back to the very moment you were hurt, you were let down, and you can be that person again, and you can grow from that place? If you're listening to me and you're tired of living and you're ready to pull the trigger, I just need you to know that hopelessness and depression is not stronger than the possibility of beginning again. The sufferings from your past and even the present moment is not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in all of us. That revelation is my anchor to the ground. For the sake of your future, your greatest move is to let it go. It is to set your ego and your pride aside. You gotta forgive this person. Because going away and changing your zip code and changing your area code and trying to get a new career and marrying somebody else is not going to take the pain away. Because you are running from you. You gotta look in the mirror and you gotta decide, I forgive myself for the mistakes I made. I forgive the people for what they did. This is about dealing with me first and the dream that God has given me and the purpose. When I understand who I am and where I am, I position myself for attraction. This is my opportunity for growth, for expansion. The more I release, the more I can become. And the more I become, the more I can attract. And so this is why I can press toward the mark. I can press toward the future. I can press for it. I can fight for it. I can build again. I can create again. I can believe again. I can forgive one more time. I can let it go. I can evolve. I can grow. Be not overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. This is your time. Make this your moment to no longer be a prisoner of the past. The past is not your prison. The past is your platform to build what it is that you were placed in this world to build. Step out, launch it, build it, create it, release the idea, release your brilliance. Whatever you can't let go of, whatever you can't get over, you have made it an idol. And it simply means that you love it or them more than you love yourself. Let it go. Release from your spirit. It's time to let it go and move on. Be grateful for the people you have now. Be grateful for the clothes on your back and the roof on your head. Be grateful. Be grateful that you are living. Be grateful that you are breathing. You are alive for a reason. Seize the opportunity. The time is now. Today, I let the past go. Today, I'm moving on.
I don't care what the adversity has been. You have two choices. You can be unforgiving, bitter, angry, upset, and be a carrier of grief, or you can choose resilience. You can cope with what happened. You can upload the program of resilience and recover all and get back to the place where you were before the fall. Stop waiting for the storm to pass and ask yourself the question, what can I accomplish in the rain? What can I accomplish in the rain? Who can I become in the rain? There are people all over the world who are depending on you. So our wounds become wisdom. We have a new program. It's called resiliency. The race is not given to the strong nor the swift, but it is given to he that endureth until the end. Life doesn't get any easier. It doesn't get more forgiving. We just get stronger and we get more resilient. One thing we know is that adversity, conflict, trauma does not discriminate. We are all acquainted with pain. I don't care how many times life knocks you down, get back up and tell life, I'm supposed to be here. I belong here. Give me what's mine.
When we tackle obstacles, when we face adversity and conflict, it is only then that we find hidden reserves of courage and resilience we didn't even know we had. It's literally only when we face failure that we realize these resources are always there within us. We only need to find them to fulfill our destinies. After life has beaten you and broken you into pieces, resiliency is that gift and ability. It's the discipline to turn those pieces into a work of art.
Many of you listening to me know what it's like to lose everything. You know what it's like to hit rock bottom. You know what it's like not to be supported. You know what it's like to be lied on. You know what it's like to experience emotional, relational, and psychological trauma. And it changes you because you don't know what you are made of until you have gone through something. You already know what failure feels like. You already know what it feels like to quit, to stop, to throw in the towel, to sit on the couch, to move to a substance, to put your confidence in some man or some woman, to lay idle. But do you know what it's like to give everything that you have and push and persevere? If you're going to understand the program of resiliency, we are going to have to stop running from difficult times. Stop praying that the storm will pass over you and pray to grow through the storm. Stop going around it, go through it. What you go through, you will grow through. Some fights are not won in the first round. Flat out. And the moment that you get that and you get crystal clear and you accept the fact that there are some giants that you will not defeat in the first round. You need endurance. You need stamina to reach some goals. You're not going to hit the million with the first investment. You're not going to hit the home run always at first swing. But resiliency says, I belong here and I deserve another shot. I want my opportunity. Give me my opportunity. It's your reaction to adversity, not adversity itself, that determines how your life story will develop. Rock bottom is the solid foundation to build the future. And you've lost everything. You have everything you need. Resiliency says, I tried and I failed. Resiliency has its own mentality. The program of resiliency says, I tried and I failed, I tried and I failed, I tried and I failed, I tried and I failed again. I'm gonna start again, and I'm not waiting till Monday. I'm gonna start right now. I tried again and again, and I succeeded. See, what a lot of people don't know is that the movie, The Matrix, is more of a documentary than it is a movie. See, anytime Neo needed to accomplish something, they would just simply upload the program. If he needed to know Taekwondo, if he needed to know karate, if he needed to speak a different language, he would literally just upload the program to Neo's consciousness. Well, life works the same. There is a program. We all run programs. And it doesn't matter if you're at the county fair. It doesn't matter if you're at the family cookout. It doesn't matter if you're at home watching a movie in the basement or on vacation with your wife or your husband. We're all running a program. And you have default settings within your subconscious. And many of us deal with laziness. Many of us deal with anger. Many of us deal with frustration. And these are different programs that we run. And so now you need to deliberately investigate and examine your internal man and ask yourself, what are the programs I'm running? Because for many of us, laziness is a program. Procrastination is a program. Anger and anguish and bitterness and unforgiveness is a program. And if you're going to hang on to grief and anger and unforgiveness because of the lawsuit or because of the jail time or because of the record that you think somebody messed up or the messy divorce you are going through or the job you lost or the business that tanked, I don't care what the adversity has been, you have two choices. You can be unforgiving, bitter, angry, upset, and be a carrier of grief, or you can choose resilience. You can cope with what happened. You can upload the program of resilience and recover all and get back to the place where you were before the fall. Get up! Stop waiting for the storm to pass and ask yourself the question, what can I accomplish in the rain? What can I accomplish in the rain? Who can I become in the rain? What can I build under these conditions? Resilience is based on compassion for ourselves as well as compassion for others. The future is hinged on your resiliency. Your family is depending on you to put in the work. Your friends, your circles of influence, your mentors. There are people all over the world who are depending on you. So our wounds become wisdom because our perspective. We have a new program. It's called resiliency. So are you willing to lose sleep? Are you willing to put the work in? Are you fully persuaded? Are you determined? I don't care how many times life knocks you down, get back up and tell life, I'm supposed to be here. I belong here. Give me what's mine.
When we tackle obstacles, when we face adversity and conflict, it is only then that we find hidden reserves of courage and resilience we didn't even know we had. It's literally only when we face failure that we realize these resources were always there within us. We only need to find them to fulfill our destinies. After life has beaten you and broken you into pieces, resiliency is that gift and ability. It's the discipline to turn those pieces into a work of art.